sun. Hidden up above, country road, take me home to the place I belong. Okay. Hey, we're back. We're doing it. We're in the White Flower Garden. Oh, crud. Oh, it's one of these. So yeah, not everything is going to be a like very traditional deep dark cave. Sometimes you're going to get a metal structure suspended in the abyss, cavern surrounding you with cavern walls, scaffolding below you. Yeah, I don't know what they were on when they made some of the dungeon, like some of the cave themes. Oh, this fight song. I love this fight song. Yeah, I don't know what they were on, but I mean, thanks for making things freaking weird and frightening and eerie. I appreciate it. You know, I need to know though. Okay, we got bugs. I love the like rusty, incredibly rusty metal look of everything. Here's the thing. I'm interested to see how, like, what caves are going to be in the next game. I'm also interested to see what the next, what 4 is going to be like in general. I think that there are certain things about oh, wait a minute. Where's the treasure? Oh, it's right here. Duh. What are we looking at? Shoe polish. Kiwi shoe polish. Oh, kiwis like the bird kiwis? That's not what the shoe polish is made out of, is it? Oh, this song right here when the Pikmin are working in this area. This is what I meant by like a lot of the music in the caves is like trombone disaster. They just put so much stank on it, you know? What is this? Cordovan? Shines, nourishes, and protects. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Alien billboard. Oh, that's funny. Because of its size. Also, another problematic thing about this kind of layout should become apparent to you is, you could throw Pikmin off, and they will die. They will just die immediately. No, like, no questions about it. Which is bad and dangerous. Or they could get flung off, which is also bad and dangerous. But it's just such an interesting. Oh, got a diamond over there. That's gotta be worth $1 million. Oh, fiery blowhogs. Crud. Oh, speaking of getting flung off. Oh, crud. Freaking fiery blowhogs. Actually, wait a minute. You know how you avoid enemies getting to do anything to you? You just freaking stun them forever. You be very, very careful about it. Don't even give them the time to think. Hey, Purple Pikmin may be OP, but there's a lot of things in this game that are out to get you. This game is not your friend. So I would say, you know, do what you have to do. If the game's gonna be unfair to you, you be unfair to the game. Just the way it goes. You can see the sort of like weird layouts start to pop up. Ooh. I'm interested in how the music seems to change from floor to floor even sometimes. It's very interesting. I like the little jingles. What about Almost part? That's nice. That's very nice, actually. Oh. Petrified Heart. Maybe this isn't an actual gemstone of any kind. It's only worth 100. That must be fake. What are the like fake gemstones made out of exactly? Just a type of glass, maybe? Oh, Dr. Pepper? Heck yeah. You know, I used to be a big Coca-Cola guy, but honestly, Dr. Pepper kind of just hits different. It's gotta be from a machine, though. The way they get the carbonation in the machine, it's just different. It's got a different quality to it than if you get it from like in a bottle or a can. Drought Tender. Yeah, if you saw like a massive jeweled heart in some other place and you've never seen anything like that, that would probably be like, and it was also like huge. Probably wonder like what weird monuments the people here were making. Yeah, I mean, so this is like really this is gonna be a very interesting experience. Man, I bet this would also like, I would be able to hear all this like, this level of detail if I was playing this on my TV with my like really nice soundbar too. Oh, rest area. Oh look, and then in these areas you even get like, instead of plants and stuff, you get like wires with little lights on them. It's very cool. I like how it like transitions from the rusty metal directly into back into dirt and ground. How can a flower so deep underground bloom so robustly? How mysterious. This place is conspicuously warm. It could act as a kind of hothouse for foliage. Could it act as some kind of hothouse for foliage? What an interesting development. The Pikmin look as if they long to be tossed into the flower. Now, important thing here is that we don't accidentally turn our purples into anything else. We just want the reds to undergo the transfusion. Reds are usually the candidates for making other Pikmin types. Love these guys. Incredible! A white Pikmin. It is tiny, but it looks distinctively swift. Its eyes are unseemly red. This type of Pikmin was not mentioned in your notes, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Our data record on this type is a blank page, since a certain captain never documented them. You gotta back off, dude. You must experiment and make detailed observations for the benefit of future generations. Yeah, so we have white Pikmin. They, there's a few things that they do. One thing is are able to locate and dig things up from underground, which is super nice and handy. But then they mentioned that they're also swift. If you look at them, even as leaves, they're able to outpace flowered purple Pikmin, which isn't really saying much on their own. But they do still run like shockingly fast. They're almost able to keep up with like the red flowers. They don't lag behind that much. What that means is they're able to oh, and then right here, if we move them over, And the nice thing is, they're able to find things that are completely underground and start digging them up, and then once the objects are above ground enough, you're able to swarm the other Pikmin on to help, which is nice. Amazing. The white Pikmin have unearthed a treasure that was completely buried under the ground. Perhaps those beady red eyes of theirs allowed them to sense objects buried in the dirt. So here's the sort of thing about, so they're faster, just in movement speed, but if you notice, they're freaking booking it. You can imagine when the whites have flowers of their own, they outpace everybody. They are the fastest Pikmin. When they have flowers on their heads, they carry things back to the ships at a blinding speed. They are incredibly quick. If you have nothing but white Pikmin on something, they carry things back so quickly. God, gamma tape. Super stick textile. I think it's like a like wallpaper or something, or clothing. But then on top of being able to dig things up and moving incredibly fast, being able to transport things quickly, they're also immune to poison. They really loaded white Pikmin off to be like a completely kitted out Pikmin type compared to anybody else. Purple Pikmin, obviously, the balance with purple Pikmin is that, yeah, they had the slam attack, which stuns people. They do a bunch of damage, but they're not resistant to anything. They have 0 resistances. White Pikmin have special unique attributes, and then they also have a resistance to something. Granted, it's a brand new element, but still. Yellow Pikmin still can get thrown high, and now they're immune to electricity. They can't do bomb rocks though, so that's kind of something taken away from them. Blue Pikmin still do less damage, but they can walk through water, which is a pretty big deal. Red Pikmin, immune to fire, do like second highest damage next to purples. Ooh, the funky music is back. That means that things are getting rank here. Yeah, so I like how they don't tell you that the white Pikmin are immune to poison. They're just sort of like, here's poison. Figure that out. And figure it out is exactly what we're gonna do. Thankfully, all traps in this game can be overcome with the right Pikmin types now. You don't have to worry about geysers and stuff staying up forever. So caves really become a places where you have to sort of like between the enemies and the traps and things that can be either set off or that you have to dismantle. Caves really like become a test of how quickly and efficiently can you get rid of all forms of all potential danger, and then get all the treasure and then move on to the next floor. Like how safely and swiftly can you handle like all these different kinds of external forces coming at you at once. Survival ointment with chapstick. I used to have to wear chapstick all the time. My lips do pretty freaking good now. Honestly, I don't want to brag, but I will. My lips are pretty. I was gonna say plump isn't really the right word. Moist ain't it either. Juicy? Are my lips... Are my lips juicy? I don't think so. I'm gonna assume there's something up here. No? Just a little, maybe something could have spawned up here, but it didn't. Again, there is RNG, which people don't like about this game, and I can understand that. I mean, I can understand speedrunners not liking that more, but I can understand you wanting to understand, like, being able to learn the layouts of levels and stuff like that. If there's just random objects everywhere, it's kind of like, eh. The toxic toadstool. A mushroom is pretty fitting for a place filled with poison. Oh no. Yeah, surely something could probably spawn up there. Weird though. You do get these weird layouts sometimes of just like, okay, that's just an empty room. Don't know what that's all about. Okay, that's everybody and that's everything. On to the next, I suppose. Is this gonna be the final floor? Seems like we're walking into a big room. Ooh, yep. That is it. I hear the geyser. But are we fighting something? The thing's pinging like there's gonna be a boss. Ooh, just a normal snaglet? Okay, dang, really? Without yellows too. Well, I mean, we don't need yellows. We can have purples. Oh wow, this guy ate 3 purples. And then he still got back down. I should have waited for him to pop in the ground like that. He had 0 HP, and then he still ate 3 purples. That's tragic. Do we reset that? No, that's not really, that would be really cheesy on my part. I will live with my loss. I should have just thrown red Pikmin on him, really, because you can't really stun snagrets because of the way their weak point works. I mean, you can. A purple Pikmin landing on the ground next to it would stun it for a second, but... Well done, Captain Alma. You've defeated that freakish half-bird, half-serpent hybrid. Yeah, snagrets are extremely disturbing when you think about it, but... Oh no, don't tell me. That treasure was ingested by that beast, wasn't it? Yeah, and now you're going to get it. Big boy. So now, when it comes to transporting, oh, yeah, it actually has like physics. You can see it shaking and stuff. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I assumed it might be a snaglet because you get kind of like a nest feel with the texture around here. I couldn't remember though. That's gonna be a thing. I always forget what bosses are in what places, except for some. There are some locations where you just know what's in there if you played this game before. The 5-man knapsack. Oh, I know what this is. This material looks comfortable. I will use it to patch the boss's favorite sleeping bag. Seam test, conclusive. Cross-stitching successful. The knapsack is complete. When you have an unoccupied time interval, press and hold C to take a nap. Right, this is the laying down that you can do. Yeah, you can just lay down. Will the Pikmin still pick you up if you... Oh, they will. Bunk. They will still try to do that to you. However, laying down with the knapsack is not just good for having Pikmin take you back to the ships. If you, for some reason, needed to do that. Actually, you know what? I want to know. If I hold that down, can I switch to Louis? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you can actually, if there's a captain you want to get back to where the Pikmin are going to go take the items, you could actually have him lay down and have the Pikmin transport him as part of the line of items and stuff like that, get him back to the ship, which can be useful. So many different kinds of foliage and stuff too. It's very nice. All these like little ones and stuff. I hope the caves feel as like sort of like detailed as they do in this game. They do have a very natural feel in this game. They looked kind of weird in the bit that they showed in 4. They looked kind of weird because of the perspective. I'm hoping that perspective doesn't mean that like they're going to strip down the gameplay and like remove a lot of the 3 Pikmin lost. The pain. Many more will be lost as well. I hope they're not going to strip out like the micromanagement stuff and the strategy, like the real-time strategy aspects of these games, because they're not like it's not like StarCraft, right? Or something like that, right? Or Warcraft or whatever the heck. But that is still like a prominent part of the game. It's a very unique version of one of those. Not big on money this time. Although we've already hit 30% of the debt covered so far. I know, oh gee, it looks like we're blasting through the game, right? No. Oh, another thing about the 5-man knapsack. When you lie down, you actually, Louis and Olimar actually restore HP, so. That is an aspect of that is good and useful. Well, because, like, yeah, we lost 3 purples, right? Oh, no, it looks like we lost 2 purples. Okay, alright. Better. Not amazing, but better. Oh, and, white and purple Pikmin will just sort of take things, wherever... They'll just kind of take things over to, like whatever onions there are. I think it's either it's random or the game remembers what purple and white Pikmin were what they were before. Actually, just in case. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. There's another aspect of of white Pikmin as well. The fact that they oh, hold on. This is an item up here, I'm pretty sure. Is that if white Pikmin get eaten, there's actually a self-defense mechanism in them. When white Pikmin get eaten, they poison. They do a little bit of damage to the enemy who eats them, which is pretty freaking nifty. Oh yeah, it dug up like a little fruit. Ooh, we got a little bass drum. in them carrying this. I feel like I've heard so many different versions and so many different instruments thrown in, depending on very slight nuance. Like, the music's very nuanced with, like, what kind of instruments are thrown in with what's happening on screen. It's interesting. The Pilgrim Bulb. Neat. I'll stay here with Olimar and see if those grow back. Haven't used any spicy spray. It's kind of a shame that the Snagget was able to eat the Pikmin. That it did, because we clearly removed all of its HP, but some enemies will just... they'll get you no matter what you do. Okay guys, I need to split up a little bit better than that. Thank you. This is not gonna work well. This is going to take forever. Oh, that's a guy. That's a creeping chrysanthemum. Ba-boom. Oh, if we can get this though, we might be able to take that back to the ship, unlock the next area, which it seems like we need to do in order to progress, because we are hitting a wall for the Awakening Wood for sure. Oh no, that instrumentation, that like bass drum bit was just a Louis thing. Yeah, Louis is a lot more abrasive and terse, and then Olimar's is a lot more whimsical when he has Pikmin doing stuff. Very interesting. You know, the fact that the Pikmin, these white Pikmin, were able to knock it down even a notch kind of gives me hope that we'll be able to get this by the end of the day. But we are reaching the final countdown. I should have sent them over there to do this like right away. I also kind of meandered though at the beginning of the day. But oh well. I mean, we are not in a rush. That is something to remember. It's crazy how far away you can whistle Pikmin now, though, with the motion controls. Maybe we can at least kill this guy. Oh, we could actually build that bridge too. But I mean, we could just focus on maybe destroying this wall first. Ah, a soft little piano. Oh, okay. What, how much does this weigh? Fascinating. This object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repose. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. Gotcha, gotcha. That's great and cool. How much is this weigh? Oh, it's actually got to be dug up a bit. Okay, let's ignore that. And then Olimar. Oh. Hold on, 45, 50? Yeah, okay. Cool, we got everybody. Little close with Olimar getting those guys. Even though those guys were right by him, they all would have died. Because, you know, logic. I think it would be cool if... Because in 3... they actually display the exact radius around the onions in your ship that the Pikmin need to be in to be safe. I think it would be cool if there was a kind of radius like that for the captains as well. Not as big, obviously, but like a kind of substantial radius. So it's like, hey, even if the Pikmin isn't literally in your group right now, if they're this close to you before the day ends, they're still going to be safe, because that would kind of make sense, I feel. Yeah, see, if you look at the enemy money, I mean, like, 30 doesn't seem like much, but we've been getting, like, anywhere from 20 to 30 every cave right now. So that's, you know, it adds up. Aw, Pikmin. Different sound, because mainly Pikmin went up, but total purples went down by... They did go down by 3. That makes me extremely sad. Big sad, but still not as many as the first game at this point. Oh, we actually got a message from Olimar's wife. My dearest dear, how are you? Your boss gave me this space email account and told me all about your business trip. Just remember, you have a family to think about. Didn't even get to see his wife and kids. He got a souvenir for his son. Didn't even got repossessed by the company. Olimar must have, like, sent all the information about everything, because they said they were reading his report to know so much about... That's why the ship knows so much about the Pikmin and creatures of the world already? Kind of crazy. You can tell that the world map is obviously not very different from how the map looked in the first game, for sure. This one, probably not an actual image that was used. Maybe it was. What to do? Okay, let's read some things real fast. Yeah, we'll read. We'll read up to the white flower. Fiery blowhog, the blowhog family. This creature expels a volatile phosphorus compound from its snout that combusts upon contact with air. This fire-breathing ability is dependent upon their air-to-fuel ratio at its mouth, catalyst reaction within the expelled compound, and purification of the compound. Thus, it is highly unlikely such a complex process could cause the spontaneous explosion of a fallen blowhog. That's good. That would be a horrifying thing to think about. This process is also perhaps to avoid risk of spontaneous combustion in the belly of a live specimen. However, one should still treat a fiery blowhog with great care, even after its life functions have ceased. So it's filled with a liquid that ignites upon hitting air. Gosh, these guys look so weird. They're just bags of, like, lighter fluid, basically. It's horrifying. The ravenous whisker pillar. Oh, I love that. The whisker pillar family. As this species of insect has only recently been discovered, the sound they make is truly awful. Fully mature specimens have yet to be collected. No molting or metamorphosis has been observed during the observation period, making it unlikely that mature whisker pillars will be encountered anytime soon. Oh, okay. So these are still like young ones? Based on active predation by Pikmin, it is believed that the whisker pillar's place in the food chain has not changed over time. Active predation by Pikmin. I guess that makes sense because they go after things that Pikmins also go after. Violet Candy Pop Bud, Candy Pop family. Research for our most recent expedition has confirmed the presence of candy pop buds in subterranean regions. Considering the microecologies this plant has been found in, one could surmise that it could be found in any cavern regardless of geographic region. Tossing Pikmin into this flower results in the release of purple Pikmin seeds, regardless of the color of Pikmin tossed in. This variety of candy pop contains robustly odoriferous oils. If candy pop flowers could be cultivated, there was no doubt that the plants would cosmetic. Oh, I already did read that one. It's weird. I think it said new last time. Either that or I'm freaking blind. Ivory Candy Pop Bud. Flora niveus, candy pop family. Ah. Can I throw a thing? No, because these are carrots and not Pikmin. I'm a fool. Pikmin in the flower produces white Pikmin seeds, regardless of the color of Pikmin tossed in. Case leaves typically have limited photosynthetic capabilities, and thus find alternate means of obtaining nutrients, with parasitic and predatory behavior being most common. The candy pop, that's frightening. The candy pop bud, the candy pop could be considered one such example. Weird. Okay, well, let's read the Snaglet since we just got that. Burrowing Snaglet, the Snavian family. The majority of Snaglet, oh my gosh, in 4 they're gonna have like little tiny baby Snaglets, which look super cute, but are probably also going to be devastating. So that's kind of awful to think about. The majority of Snaglet species lie in wait to ambush and capture prey with a body type perfectly adapted to such sudden strikes. It violently attacks small, surface-dwelling insects. Distributed across a relatively wide range, species of Snaglet suited to varying soil conditions have emerged, making the Snaglet the most geographically represented species besides the bulborb. Visually resembling the burrowing Snaglet is the burrowing Snarrow, the range which partially overlaps with the Snaglet's range. While the two may appear similar, when pulled from the ground they can be distinguished by the presence or absence of tail and wing markings. Interesting. Burrowing Snarrow is a bit more bird-like. These ones are a bit more just snakes. Which is terrible, and I hate that. I mean, the thing is, encountering this thing underground first does make sense when you consider that the whole thing is burrowing. We're actually like stumbling into their nests now, specifically. Okay. Oh, these get placed in different locations depending on what type the object is. Okay, alright. This dubious morsel doesn't look like it would be very agreeable with my innard. However, I bet Louis would try a bite. His appetite is insatiable, and he's always cooking up tasty meals. Oh, that's nice. That they're cooking up and eating meals together. That's cool. I'm glad that on this expedition our ship's reactor can power our life support systems indefinitely. This will give us all the time we need to thoroughly examine all the treasure we recover. I don't care if the president wants us to hurry. I've had enough of his hassling. I think I'll move more slowly just to cause him indigestion. Dang, Almo's freaking. Almo's a little pissy. I don't know. I don't blame him. He immediately got sent back to the place that almost killed him after fighting so hard to get home. So, Grassy plains and meadows on this plant are carpeted with brilliantly colored flowers in bloom. When I entered the atmosphere on my descent from space, I was stunned by the vibrant sight. The other day, a group of white Pikmin under my command detected an object buried under the surface and immediately began to dig up this colossal flower bulb. However, somehow, it hadn't yet sprouted into a towering flower. I plan to take it back to Hokate and grow it there. My people will hail me as a botanical genius, and the mayor may even make me the supreme flower commander. Oh, wow. Olimar really does sound like a suburban dad. I have once again discovered a completely undocumented species of Pikmin. These white Pikmin can find and dig up items that are buried entirely underground. We never would have found this priceless treasure without them. Thankfully, it's the perfect stuff to patch a hole I just noticed in the ship's hull. P.S. I named the cave where I first encountered the white Pikmin the White Flower Garden. We'll do one more. The vivid color of this red stone reminds me of my wife's eyes when they burn with rage. Oh no, I thought this was going to be a sweet moment. Just between you and me, I've noticed lately that she's been getting more wrinkles. Now that I think about it, I've probably caused her a lot of stress. When I return to Hokate, I'll take you on a long vacation. Oh, that's nice and totally not true, because Pikmin 3 exists. I don't know, maybe Pikmin 3 takes place a while after 1? One of these games is just going to straight up end with Olomaru just dying. Just dying. I feel like he's tempted fate too much. It's bound to happen. Now, the thing is, we could put off finishing the last little bits in this area, getting the map piece and stuff like that for the next episode, but it's going to be such a quick thing anyways, we might as well just do the usual and land here. And just finish things up real fast. What's up, dude? Good morning. The white Pikmin are lodged with the purple ones in my hole. The two types are sleeping well, and do not quarrel. I have made them most comfortable. You can call out white Pikmin by standing in the light beneath me, pressing A. On a separate note, be wary of overworking yourselves. Taking a break can be courageous, too. To retire early for the day, press plus, and then press right on the D-pad, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. So consider this a little bonus half day. Yeah, we'll take all the white Pikmin out. We'll take all these guys out, and then we'll get a bunch of reds. Yeah, it really does feel like in this game, after the events of 1, that after the events of the first game, the Pikmin just got, like, way more vicious. Seems like they just fight, like, faster and harder than ever before. They do way more damage now. Either that or enemies just have, like, way less health. Which is possible. Let's see here. We're gonna take some of you guys. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Louis. Take the rest of them. Can't do anything over that way. We did manage to kill that guy. I wonder if there's anything we can do that direction. Well, first things first. Let's dig this up. 101. Okay, so we want all the white Pikmin on this to try to make it go as fast as possible. And then clearly we're gonna need a bunch of big boys on it as well. That's gonna go slow, but there should be no danger around for that, so we'll keep exploring. Wollywogs. We got platforms to weigh down, bridges to make. We need blue Pikmin. I'm thinking we're not tossing Pikmin across this gap. Well, I mean, and there's Wollywogs, so it wouldn't really matter much anyways if it could. So yeah. So clearly we're going to be blocked off until we get white Pikmin. I mean, white Pikmin, blue Pikmin. Which means we're actually locked off until we get yellow Pikmin. How you guys coming along with that? Okay. Oh. I don't know if adding more purples to it actually helps speed, in all honesty. Come on, boys, you can do it. I believe. It is crazy how quickly we've got 3 Pikmin types, but then that they're like the weirdest Pikmin types ever, though. I'm honestly very impressed with how good the motion controls are. I don't know. Sometimes the Wii had its moments, I will say. 268 on this thing. That didn't make it go hardly any faster. More, we need more boys. That's all the Pikmin we have on this thing, I think. Well, it did need 101. That's so funny. The geographic projection. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I will attempt to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete. As I surmise, the chip contains additional topographic data. The data has been inputted in my database. I shall name it the survey chart. Oh, and that's 30% of the debt recovered too. Dang, we're just kind of freaking knocking this out, huh? Lost 95 Pikmin, and there is nothing else we can possibly do right now unless we did some real cheesy strats, but I don't think there's any purpose really to forcing our way into doing that. Oh, killing these things kind of, the crunch noises, it's kind of brutal. Yeah, so I think we'll carry these things back to our reds. Again, beginning of the game, just really about getting your red numbers up so you never have to worry about them again. Not that you usually would. Yeah. Oh dang, we almost got 200 Pikmin. That's pretty good. Yeah, well, and with that, I think it's time we just call it. We're gonna call it the end of the day. And then next time we're gonna go to a whole new area. Nothing else to do here. To my knowledge. First time, like pretty much ever, ending the day early because we truly have nothing else to do. This is perhaps, and this is another thing to keep in mind, this is going to be perhaps the last simple day for us, because from here on out, especially once we get like more like the rest of the Pikmin types, start getting into the later, like the other like dense, more dense areas and more dense caves, things are going to get crude and rude real quickly. Only going up from here, baby. Let's go. Alamo, good work so far. I hereby promote you to perennial manager. Press C to divide up work, and minus to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. Thanks. They're still giving us tutorial things. The president's messages will get a little interesting later on. I like how the map actually expands out. Ow, actually, I think the furthest background, you can kind of tell it is the same map image as the first game. It just has more stuff in front of it now. Yes, the next area is the perplexing pool. I believe there's only 4 areas in this game again? No, I think there's 5, isn't there? I'm not sure. There's not one like the Forest Naval. I know that much for sure. This area has one of my favorite areas with like one of my favorite themes in it, though. It's really, really cool. But that's not something you get till way later. Oh, you still see shooting stars in the background like you could before. That's cool. Anyways, the perplexing pool is something we're going to be getting into next time, because that's going to be a whole new can of worms. So hey, if you liked this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. Streams a couple times a week, Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe more times now, because I think I'm going to have more time, because my friend, including my friend who's actually up here, who I'm working on the game with, is going to be up here in town. So we're going to be taking some time doing things in person, but that means I may also have time to do more streams and things of that nature. So stay tuned on that. I just sort of do them whenever, so just keep an eye out for that. You can go follow my Twitter. I always post when I'm about to start a stream, so usually later in the days too, just as a heads up. Episodes of this uploaded every day until Pikmin 4 is out and we're playing it. If you liked any of that, stay tuned and subscribe and share things and stuff like that. If you want to support me and my friend, we're making a game full time. Links in the description of that. Any and all support of any kind, whether you're supporting these videos, whether you're supporting us directly with Patreon, anything like that, links in the description. Click them, share them, do what you will. You would think that the outroing this stuff, I can ramble for like an hour straight, and it can be semi-cohesive at this point, right? The moment I have to start outroing stuff, my brain becomes a puddle of pudding. I've just got like butterscotch pudding in my brain, where my brain should be, and I just can't form sentences correctly. Anyways, that's it. That's all. It's the end of the episode. See you next time. Whatever.